Oh, hi folks. Forgot the camera was on. Oh, I was sitting here watching the chickens over there. It's Bob from Mountain Crest Farms. Y'all having a fine day? I hope so, 'cause I am. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day, which means it's going to be a hot, hot day in the house. But anyway, I want to talk to y'all today about time. Now, I did a video the other day about time being one of the two currencies. There's money and there's time. Spend which one you want have and spend it the way it's effective for you. And emphasizing that the time currency is the only one you can't get any more of, so make sure you spend it effectively. But that's not what I want to talk about today on time. What I want to talk about today on time is how fast it goes. There's no saying, time flies when you're having fun. Well, I got news for you. The older you get, the faster time flies, whether you're having fun or not. I can remember, and it seems to have something to do with how old you are. When you're young, time drags. You're always waiting on something to happen and wishing it would hurry up and get there, and it takes forever for it to get there. I think the first thing that you actually wait for, and seems like it takes forever, is getting old enough to get your driver's license. Now, I don't know about where y'all live, but here in Georgia, and I can't even say for sure this is true today. This is true when I got my driver's license, okay? I know things have changed some. I don't think the ages have changed, though. But here in Georgia, you could get your learner's permit, which meant you could drive with an adult licensed driver in the front seat of the car with you. You could get your learner's permit when you were 15 years old. And God, you know, when you're 10, you're not even thinking about 15. But when you get to be about 12, or especially 13, when you're in that teen thing, you started thinking, God, I wish I'd hurry up and get to be 15. 15, I can get my learner's permit. I can drive a car. And it took forever for 15 to roll around. And then the very day you got your license, your learner's permit, oh, I'll be so glad when the next year goes by so I can get my regular license. I don't have to have a parent in the car. I can go drive on my own. Me and my friends can go ride around. And that year from 15 to 16, it took forever. Now, different people have different things they look forward to. So, my next thing was wanting to be 17. See, I grew up in a house with a retired Air Force fighter pilot. When all the other kids went hunting and fishing with their parents or with their dad, Dad and I went flying. We had a plane. We had a small plane, and we'd go down to the airport and fly. So he died when I was 14, but I loved flying. I had been able to fly since I was 12. But after 16 and getting my driver's license, the next thing I was in a hurry for was 17. Get my student license as a pilot. And then you didn't have an age for going from student to private pilot. It was just learn certain things, be able to perform certain things, be able to answer certain questions on a test, and be able to prove to a check pilot that you knew what you were doing. The only time involved, I think, if I'm not mistaken, now this is years and years and years ago. This is in the 70s, early 70s. I think you had to have 35 logged hours to get your private license. I might be wrong on that, but there wasn't an age. So I was waiting on 17 so I could get my student license, so I could start working on getting my private license. And the next age was, y'all, anybody that's watched my videos for any length of time knows I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I started early. I wasn't an alcoholic early, but I was a drinker early. And in Georgia, back then, the drinking age was not 21. It was 18. Now, understand, I was going in bars when I was 16 years old. I was going in bars that did not serve minors. And I could sit down at the bar and have a drink because I didn't look 16. I looked 40 most of my life. I've looked 40 from the time I was, I don't know, 15, 16 years old until I was 50, 55 years old. I started looking a little bit older now, a good bit older now, but I spent a good 30, 35 years looking 40 years old. So when I was 16, I could walk in a bar and order a drink, but I couldn't legally do it. And I didn't want to get in trouble. I was willing to get in trouble because I went in bars and ordered drinks, but I really wasn't comfortable doing it. So I was looking forward to 18 so I could drink legally and so I could vote. I have been political my entire adult life, and I was really looking forward to being able to vote. I first ran for public office. I ran for city council down in Valdosta, Georgia when I was 17 years old. There's a story there too. But, oh, by the way, speaking of there's a story there, would y'all do me a favor? I get doing these videos and I'll touch on something like that and I'll say, oh, and there's a video there too I'll do one day. Keep a list so that I can go back and do them. But anyway, I was looking forward to the vote. And about then, you quit looking forward to getting older. You quit wanting to get older. But all of those took forever to get there. Every time you hit one milestone, you were waiting on that next one, and it took a long time to get there. But once you're past the drinking age and once you're past the voting age, unless you just want to be president of the United States, then you got to wait till you're 35. Or member of the House of Representatives, because then I think you have to be 25. But once you're past that, there's not things that you're looking forward to because of age. So you're not trying to wish your life away. But as you get older, you find that life goes faster. Oh boy, does it go faster. The year from when I was 15 and got my learner's permit till I was 16 and got my driver's license took about 15 or 20 years, or it seemed like it to me. Now, I finally got out of the rat race, got rid of the coat and tie, moved up here in the country, and started trying to do the homestead type stuff in 2002. That was 17 years ago. 17 years ago, last month, I think, is when I moved up here. Seems like it was 2 weeks. And, okay, 2 months. But it has flown. 17 years just seems like nothing. And you know, you lose track of how important time is. But every once in a while, you begin to realize how important it is. I've been here 17 years, and it doesn't seem like anything. But if I'm here 17 more years, that means I'm 81. Now, those of y'all who have watched my channel very much, we all know the chances of me making it to 81 are very slim. I'm not going to die next week, next month, or even next year, but the chances of me making 81 are slim. But 17 years is nothing. The last 17 had flown by. So the next 17, I figure, will fly by even faster. And I probably won't see the end of 17 more years. I can't believe how time changes from when we're young to when we're older. Which takes me back to where I started this video. That old saying, that time flies when you're having fun. I got news for you. Time flies whether you're having fun or not. So don't be sitting around waiting to enjoy life. Don't be sitting around saying, well, I can do something now that's really no fun and I hate it, because I'll have time later to have fun. Time flies if you're having fun, and time flies if you're not. So my suggestion is don't waste it. My suggestion is go have fun. If you don't like what you're doing, quit what you're doing and do something different. Turn your work, get rid of work. You know how you can get rid of work and still make things go? That's real easy. Find something you love to do, because then it's not work anymore. You're getting paid for having fun. There's plenty of stuff out there that you can do that is enjoyable and still pays the bills. But time flies, whether you're having fun or whether you hate it. So y'all need to go find something to do that you love, so that that time that flies by is enjoyable time. It took me way too long to discover that. And if there is any one thing in my life that I'd like to pass along to other people, I think that's it. Find things to do that you enjoy while you've got time to enjoy them, rather than putting it off. Because all our days are numbered. And when you run out, you're out. And you can't go back and say, ooh, I forgot to have fun. I think I'll do it now. No. Go ahead and do it now. Find something you love to do and do it. Because time flies when you're having fun. And time flies when you're not. Well, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Hit that little subscribe button down there, the little bell, so that you're getting notifications. And always, always, always remember two things. Number one, the tomb was empty. And number two, he is alive. Now y'all go have an awesome day. I'm going to, and I'd hate to do it all by myself, so y'all do it too, okay? See you next time.